Okay guys, welcome back to another video on the channel today. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I just wanted to answer a few questions that I see popping up a lot, and a lot of people state it about the PC version with regards to lap times on the apps that people use like RSR, and why the PC version is a lot faster than the console version sometimes. And the main reason is it's because on the PC you have the option to set private lobbies, etc., where you determine everything about the track, the grip levels, how long your practice is before the event, the qualifying session and the race. On console we don't get them options, so we don't get the rubbering in of the track that you do on the PC version. So I just wanted to show something. I mean, you can see now on the replay, look how much darker the track line is, and this isn't even fully rubbered in yet on this track. I just did a little test just to see how much time, just about 45 minutes worth of running on a track. With only 8 cars, I just put 7 cars, AI cars on the track, and myself for a bit, did some laps, then went back in the pits, left it for about 10 minutes while they just did some running, came back after having something to eat. I wanted to have a little go at setting some lap times and seeing how fast we could get it. I mean, you can see I think this is only our 15th lap of our own. We let the AI do some more laps obviously, and you can get the track a lot faster. I've been in lobbies where the grip is insane on the PC version, and I just wanted to prove a point about, you know, lap times. Don't always look at leaderboards because they are not the best judge of how fast a lap time is, because Assetto Corsa does not have a predefined time trial leaderboard where everyone is running the same conditions with regards to weather, track rubbering in. You know, there's so many variables in sim racing games. You only have to look at iRacing when the temperatures change and when conditions change, just how much faster different conditions go. And that's why I think people need to just start bearing in mind that. I mean, you'll notice on all my setups, I always use the hot lap, and it's the first lap out of that. I always restart it after every time, so you've got no track rubbering in within the setups. And I just think it's really important to bear that in mind. And I decided to do this lap just to prove a point. We took the Audi R8, which we had done on the PS4 on a 2:17.4 with no track rubbering on. So this isn't really using a proper setup. This was just a very quickly thrown together setup you're going to see now. Once the track's rubbered in slightly, and we've got a bit more traction on the track on the PC version, and it's going to demonstrate why the PC times are so much faster when the tracks are fully rubbered in. You've got the perfect temperatures, and you get some people setting late 2:14s, etc. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually work on this setup a little bit more. I'm not going to put the setup out for this lap yet. I'm going to do some more work on this setup, and we're going to do it with a very rubbered in track. We're going to get the track fully rubbered in and just show that them times are not really what you want to be basing your setups off, because obviously you're going to get some of them lobbies, but most lobbies I come across in terms of Assetto Corsa, even on the PC, that you're not going to get the fully rubbered in track, because not everyone wants that unrealistic approach to the game. And I just wanted to show you why sometimes they're so fast. You can see the grip we're getting now and how much darker the line is on this screen now. You can visually see the racing line is so much darker than the lap we did on the PS4 version, because there's a bit more rubber on the track. Now, this was only still in the practice session. If we had then done maybe an hour qualifying session and then went into the race would be insanely grippy. You would be running, I think we could run mid 2:15s easy enough with this setup, and that's without running, you know, changing the setup, etc. So once we've got this setup fully up to speed, if we did it on a fully rubbed in track, I'm guessing we'd get 2:15.2 to 4, something like that, maybe a 2:15.5. But it's just my point. I'm not saying that I know I'm not the fastest person on this game. There's people that are faster. You know, I've seen people that are insanely fast on this game, but I know for a fact I can normally get within 7/10 to a second of anyone on pretty much any racing game. I mean, you know, even in the big competitions I've been involved with, I was always there or thereabouts, and there's no way a 2.5 second gap is realistic. It just doesn't happen, and it's because of track conditions, and people need to start realising that. And I just wanted to show people on the console why the times are so much slower, because a lot of people on console are just baffled at why it's happening. Some of it is physics, maybe a little bit, but nothing major. So maybe a 10th or 2 within the physics. They're slightly different, the tire model stuff. You know, PC's slightly ahead all the time, but the majority is just because of track conditions that people are setting on the PC and stuff. I mean, look, we go over the line on a 2:16.4, a full second faster than what we done on the PS4 version. and that's with just, I think that was lap 15 or 16 looking in the top right corner, and just letting the track rubber in for about, I think it was about 40 minutes or so we let that track rubber in for, and it wasn't even the best temperatures. I think we were running that on about 20 degrees. Now I've seen lobbies that are running on PC much lower temperatures, and they cloud it over, make it cloudy, overcast. They start it on 100% grip on the track, and then they rubber it in for ages, like in a practice session, and then you're going to get very low lap times when it's like that. I mean, that is why you see people hitting 2 minutes 15s in some lobbies, you know, in these private lobbies, and on RSR lap times, you know, it's mainly because of variables within the track conditions. So it's not down to driving, like you're just a bad driver on console, because if you had the conditions you'd probably be doing the same. It's going to be very interesting to see whether we can do something similar on the console when it comes out on the PS4 when they eventually release these private lobbies. I'm going to probably try and test it out, maybe do some open lobbies. We'll just do an hour practice session, then do an hour qualifying, and then do a race, and just see how much faster our lap times can go. We'll start it on 100% track grip, we'll put overcast, and we'll do stuff like that, and just compare the lap times once we can do that on console, because at the moment we just can't do what you can do on the PC version. And it's one of the reasons why the PC version has faster times. It'd be a lot more interesting if they would have had proper leaderboards like Automobilista, etc., and games like Project Cars, where everyone is running the same conditions. There's no variables within these conditions on them games, and that's why the leaderboards are a more reflection of what you're doing. RSR, there's too many variables involved with their lap times, and I just wanted to let you guys know why you're getting the variables. This was just a quick test I decided to do, and we went a full second faster straight away than we did on the console. So it's just to prove. I wanted to give a little view of mine across to you guys and just show you why some of the times are like that, and it's mainly why we do our setups in a hot lap situation or online, and when the track's not rubbered in, because on console you don't get much rubber in online. Anyway guys, hope this has just cleared some things up to people, why the times are slightly slower on console and why you get some extremely fast times on PC. I'll be back with more videos very soon, and we'll hopefully get this car set up properly for you guys. Thanks again for watching.